Every time you sit down to tackle a difficult subject, a physical resistance rises within you. You feel an almost painful urge to check your phone or a sudden wave of fatigue. You tell yourself, I'm just not smart enough or I'm too tired today. But here is the truth: you are not lazy, you are not unintelligent, you are simply operating a powerful biological machine without understanding how it works. Before we dive into the specific mechanics of the brain, we must understand one thing. Knowing about an individual learning problem is helpful, but it is not enough. Finding a solution for procrastination or a fix for memory is just the beginning. Real mastery begins when we examine these learning challenges together rather than in isolation. Learning struggles are rarely independent problems. They are, in fact, parts of the connected biological system. That is why we integrate them to gain a holistic understanding of how learning works. When we begin to see how the brain's tendency to conserve energy leads to procrastination, or how acquired knowledge organizes into schemes, or how quiet period after learning allow the brain to consolidate those schemas, the entire architecture of learning becomes clearer. When you find the connections, you are no longer just trying to study harder, you are learning how to manage the biological system that produces understanding. To know the connections between different learning problems, I have created a playlist of 6 of my videos titled Rewire the Brain for a Deep Learning. In each video, one learning challenge is addressed. But when you listen to all the learning issues by watching all the videos, you will find connections between the learning problems. This makes learning easier for you. Deep thinking is metabolically expensive. Your prefrontal cortex is expensive to run, and your ancient limbic system wants to save that energy for survival. In the video Why Your Brain Fights Learning, I elaborated how to push through the 15 minutes of initial resistance. Once you understand this biological defense, you can collapse the resistance and enter into a state of flow. In the second video, Breaking Brain's Resistance to Learning, I discussed the solution to starting to learn is not the willpower, it's clarity. I explained why your brain resists tasks that consumes high energy and the tasks that do not have immediate reward. The video explains how to shift your focus from the distant result to the immediate process, because focusing on the process is more important than thinking about the results. This would reduce anxiety. It would also allow the brain to integrate information more smoothly into the existing knowledge. You might have seen learners studying less and perform better. This often creates the impression that they are more intelligent. But in many cases, the difference is neural efficiency, not the genetic superiority. In the third video, Why Some People Study Less But Learn More, we move away from the idea of the brain as a factory and start seeing it as a biological garden. Learning does not end when you close your book, it continues hours after learning. During rest, the brain reorganizes and strengthens information through a process called consolidation. When study habits are consistent and distractions are minimized, learning continues even when you are not actively studying. In the fourth video titled The Secret Extra Core in Your Brain, I examined the architecture of intelligence itself. Intelligence is not a single ability, it is the interaction between two systems, fluid intelligence and the crystallized intelligence. Fluid intelligence is the brain's core reasoning capacity, the ability to analyze patterns and solve new problems. Crystallized intelligence develops through learning. It involves acquiring knowledge and organizing that knowledge into structured schemas. As these schemas grow, they do more than storing information. They reshape how the brain processes new ideas. The fifth video explains why cramming creates a temporary sense of confidence through recognition, but it fails to achieve mastery. Because the information is stored in isolation, it creates cognitive friction and anxiety. I also elaborated how to move from scattered facts to an organized system that triggers a dopamine release when the concept finally clicks. The final video, Why Mindless Scrolling Kills Learning, addresses a powerful but overlooked threat to learning, that is, the digital distractions. After a study session, the brain enters a consolidation window, a critical period when new information is stabilized during that period. If we do more mindless scrolling, we are intentionally erasing the learned information by choice. You should know that intelligence is a system under construction. By integrating these lessons, you stop forcing the brain like a machine and start cultivating it like a garden. By the end of the series, you won't just have better grades or better productivity, you will have a more capable mind. You will understand that the metabolic tax of effort is simply the investment required for long-term cognitive strength. The world belongs to those who learn deeply. The brain is ready for the upgrade. Let us begin. Thank you.